following podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
This week on the Defy Life Podcast, the guys give their franchise GOAT for the NBA Central Division teams, talk Cam Newton to the Patriots, and they wrap things up with some trivia. All that and more. Let's get to the show. Yeah, that's what it is. I guess we gotta do it then. You all right? Chill, pool, out, money, West Coast. Let's get it. Strap in, let's take a ride. Oh yeah, it's about that time, right? Been waiting all week to get to this. It's finally time to defy life. Let's chop it up, keep it real, no other way. That's what we do. We might disagree, but it's all love. Guarantee we gon' speak the truth. Yeah, this hit different. My guys with me, now who's with us? Stick around for a few minutes. It's contagious. You'll get it. You downloaded the realest. Don't feel us, forget out. You not rocking with Defy Life, then what's your life about? This ain't Defy Life. Told you. This is Defy Life. I'm gonna let this ride out though. Welcome back to the Defy Life Podcast, powered by the Defy Life Podcast Network. This episode is sponsored by Bud Bottles, home of the Bud Bottle and the Bud Freshener. Please visit budbottles.com for your odor eliminating needs. This is episode 163. Y'all come on in, wipe your feet, close the door behind you. I'm your host, J.R. Glenf, joined as always by my wonderful co-host, Thomas Stevens, Alvin Glenf. What's good with you, Thomas?
Much, man. I'm doing well. Ready to dig in the show. How are you guys?
Good, man.
Doing all right.
Good. Al, what's good with you?
Man, doing good, man. Good to be here. You know, feel like it's a terrific Tuesday.
No doubt.
Yeah. So,
yeah, man.
Feeling good, man.
Good stuff. Good to be in y'all's presence one more again.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's get right on to it, man. As always, want to give a quick shout out to our patrons. We love each and every one of you. Thank you all for supporting us. People always ask, what's the best way to support the network? Go to patreon.com /Go Defy Life and become a patron of Defy Life. You can help support the growth and allow us to host events and continue to work in our communities for less than your favorite fast food combo. So go check us out. That's patreon.com /Go Defy Life. You can also check us out on our all of our written content at godefylife.com. You can check out our branded apparel at defylifegear.com. And you can check us out on our podcast hub at defylifepods.com. And we're also available anywhere your favorite podcasts are available. Al, did I cover it all?
You hit it, son. Doing a good job.
Proud of me. All right. Enough of that. Let's get down to business. So, as usual, for our news tidbits, we ain't done a COVID check-in in a minute, man. So I want to do a COVID check-in. Al, all your people's good, man. Your circle good. Everybody straight.
Yeah, man. For the most part, folks are good. Definitely some scary numbers happening where some of my folks live. My folks in New York, they proud of, what they doing up there because their numbers have come down. But, for the most part, I'm glad that my brother, sister who've been out there, haven't missed a beat. They've had to continue to work. Both of them are essential workers in New York. Proud and happy that they've been able to maintain their health and have really been serious about protecting in terms of mask wearing and stuff like that. So, and as well as social distancing and, for the most part, limiting their travels.
Awesome. Good stuff. Cool. Everybody good on your end, man? Your circle straight?
Yeah, everyone is well. I haven't heard about, anyone, catching anything or having any scares. So I'm definitely, praying, staying on the up and up for that. It's just people that I know and that I'm in a relationship with, as in, kin to them. If they talking crazy, yeah, we don't wear our mask, and we just covered by this. And I was like, oh, okay, I know what to do. I know what to do. That means stay away from you.
Right.
And that's basically what that means. So, I mean, I guess you can go around people, fam, whatnot, but you don't want to be around people that's reckless.
Mm-hmm.
If you know someone's reckless, bro, I can't rock with you. You're not respecting yourself, and you're definitely not respecting me. So I can't do nothing with you. I can't do nothing with you.
Yeah, I feel you, man. And then and that's part of the problem is, with the numbers spiking, especially in Florida, South Carolina, see Arizona, Texas, all spiking. Those are all places that opened up, and people thought the shit was over, and they just got careless. And now, it's almost like people are in denial, like they don't want to have to go through it again. Like, man, I've been in quarantine for 4 months. I don't want to have to do this again. So people are almost in denial, I think.
I think so. I think that, it is sacrifice isn't something that many in our society have done, recently. So it's not really, we're a society of excess, as opposed to the convenient and all of that. Right. That's really where we have been moving our society. So this idea that, wow, we might have to sacrifice for the good of the cause. Yeah, a lot of people bucking. Yeah, and I get it. It's hard. I mean, people get tired of being diligent for so long. So you're right. We're not conditioned for that. So no. But I mean, if you look at it as I heard someone use the analogy of a war, like that we really are at war with this virus and trying to attack it. Oftentimes to win the war, it requires like sacrifice from the people and
patience.
No doubt. No doubt.
Patience, right? Wars take time.
Right.
Wars take time.
No doubt. Because anytime you forget, like your training or your tactical protocol, that's when you stand up and get your head blown off or limb blown off. Yeah. So no, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with the analogy.
Yeah. So, my wife found out today that her uncle was diagnosed positive today. So in Florida, in Tampa.
Oh.
Wow.
I think he's on like day 4 feeling like shit. So
okay. Godspeed to him. Definitely.
Right.
Should be.
Now his wife is starting to feel like shit.
Oh.
So yeah. So so it's her mom's sister and her husband. So
are they young or these are older people? Like
40s. Late 40s.
Yeah.
So early 50s maybe. But not elderly. But I mean, it's like earlier, remember like we first started discussing this, like we were like, oh man, like has it touched anybody in your that like now it's just inevitable. Somebody is gonna get it. You just hope the best for them.
Correct.
There's nothing you can do.
I mean, thousands per day are testing positive.
Right.
Like that's thousands per day.
Yeah.
They were saying 4,000 soldiers have died in Iraq.
Oh, really?
Like, and when we think about how many people died in Iraq, it was like, oh man, like that's great. Yeah, 4,000 compared to 120, 130,000 from this pandemic, and more every day.
This is crazy.
Well,
again, man, we are praying for everybody that's affected by this, which is everybody, because we're all affected by it. So, again, to my wife's family, y'all get better. Like Fu said, Godspeed to you. You feel helpless in these times. There's nothing you can do but hope for the best. So everybody remain careful, man. Stay diligent. Be patient. And, and what are your thoughts on places that are going to mandatory mask wearing? I know Newberry is mandatory now, right, Pooh?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. And like we're doing probably the most ridiculous thing. we only mandatory mask in the city, whatever that means.
Yeah, like
So
we mandatory. We mandatory after 5 p.m. I don't know what that means either. Like,
get out of here.
yeah,
You serious?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, bro, like really? So
Yeah.
if you're downtown in Vista, okay, you required to wear a mask going in and out of stores. However, if you're over here on my side of town,
Right.
you good, you willy nilly.
Right, good, homie. You out of the city limits.
Right, but I'm seeing stores take it upon themselves to tack signs up and say, hey, bro, you need to have on a mask. However, no one's out there with a sword and shield saying put that mask on. Like I've only seen one store, and you will not get in if you don't have that mask on. So I respect that. I feel all of them should be that way. No mask, no entry. Period.
Wow. Yeah, and I see they finding people $25 in Newberry.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They got
That's one way to
$25
get
fines to catch you.
That's one way to put a mask. They're gonna get them.
Right. Hey, I like it. I like it because you see a lot of. Like I'm seeing grown-ups with the mask, but the kids are naked face.
Yeah.
So I'm saying protect everyone in the store. Make sure everyone wears a mask. So even the kids that's in there without a mask, at least they're kind of somewhat protected. Even though they don't have anything on themselves, but they're ensuring that everyone has on a mask. So, I mean, at worst, you're looking out for the kids, or at best, so mandate it across the board.
And it's these masks are more about looking out for your fellow man,
right?
Because while there's some level of protection of you not getting it, is real good protection of you not spreading it.
Right.
And especially with young folk knowing that, they can, they all around germs all the time.
Right.
Like they don't know to wash their hands or not to
Right.
touch this or
Right.
don't shake their hands. Like, so to me, what people are forgetting, which is why the numbers are continue to go up, is that this disease, this virus, there's, it's real easy for you to have it and not know it.
Right.
So you could easily spread it, not intentionally, but just before you sick, spread it to 20, 30 people. So the key is really, and I heard this one time, and I'm like, that's the best way to look at it, to act like you are infected.
Right.
If everybody acted like they was infected, the shit would die.
Right.
It really would.
Yeah. So.
But these people out there, and I've had a real, man, when you having those conversations with people who are reckless, like I'm really sitting there looking at them like, I can't believe you see it like this. Like, I try to be open-minded and fair and try to see it from other people's perspectives as much as I can, but real talk, I'm like, there are thousands of people dying every day in this country. How can you not believe that this shit is real?
Right.
Right.
And this is coming from such an educated person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's like, and especially now that it's touching so many people, like we all know people that have been affected by it. How can you not know this shit is real or pretend that it's not? But, so it's, people going from acting like they're infected to acting like they're invincible.
Wow. Well, you can't just wish it away. Just because we want it to be gone, that's not how science works. You got to treat it like it's real and deal with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna definitely can't wait the next week. We're gonna talk to Brad J. Brown from Brad J. Resumes.
All right. Just
to get an idea of, for one, he's in the business of helping people land new jobs and careers. So I wanted to check with him to see how his business has been affected by this. And then also how, new skills that people can be learning, how people can, be looking out for career changes in this time where a lot of different opportunities are being offered for jobs. So I just want to kind of check in with him so we can get an inside voice on things that are going on there. So
nice.
chat with Brad next week. But yeah, man. On to the meat of the show. So, biggest news in the NFL world right now: Cam Newton is now a New England Patriot. Pooh, what are your general thoughts? First of all, I want to know: is it a good fit? And then two, does it make the Patriots an immediate Super Bowl contender?
I think it makes the Patriots definitely formidable. Mm-hmm. You know, they're gonna be a tough out with that defense already. Top 3 in the league, and Cam, he's gonna be able to move change. He's gonna be able to make plays, barring that he's healthy. You know, even a healthy Cam Newton is a extremely good football player.
Right.
You know, barring he may not be running the 4.5, 4.6. You know, but like I said, a healthy Cam is an extremely good football player. You know, borderline great, and I think Josh Daniels, he can mold to anything. I mean, he took the Broncos to the playoffs with Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow couldn't. 10 yards, a 10-yard out? He couldn't even throw a 10-yard out. You know, the 7-yard out, he spot on. 10-yard out, couldn't do it. So he's definitely gonna mold the offense and patent it to Cam. And I really think the Patriots are gonna be a problem. I'm really salty that we didn't, sign him. I think he's better than both. I think he's better than both quarterbacks that we have. Right. And I mean, like I say, a healthy Cam Newton is leaps and bounds better than Nick Foles and Mitchell Trubisky. So I'm definitely salty. I think, man, the Patriots just seem to always land on his feet, man. Belichick, he's a black cat, man. He just always seems to land on his feet.
Right. Yeah, Pooh want every quarterback out there. Other than
right. Everyone.
That kid, I can't believe we signed Dan Marino. The kid available.
Right. Out on the street.
He can still throw. He still got it.
I just saw him. The kid looked good. Right. Oh, man. Al, do you think it's a good fit? And do you think it makes the Patriots contenders?
I think it's a great fit. I think we've seen that system do real good things with much worse quarterbacks. So I think another thing going for them is that New England doesn't have the greatest of wide receivers. Carolina's never really had the greatest of wide receivers. So he has found a way to be successful with, Steve Smith was the bomb. Shout out to Steve. I always thought he was the bomb. But other than that, everybody else is just all right. And so he still have found a way to be an effective quarterback with wide receivers. I think the question purely is on his health. Can he still make the throws? And if he can still make the throws, I think this might be a match made in heaven and might really keep Belichick there for 2 or 3 more years. I think he wasn't really in for a rebuild, but give me another franchise quarterback. Hey, I'll hang in here for a little while. So I think that might extend his career too. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping he's healthy. I'm not looking forward to it as a Jet fan because that really did, kind of put Patriots back into the contending spot for the division. But that being said, I'm happy for him.
Me too.
I think interestingly, I still think he's gonna have to earn it. I don't think what they paid him is one of them contracts, kind of like what Phil Rivers got, where it's like, oh yeah, he's a starter. So I think and to their credit, I mean, I like the Patriots' philosophy of bro, we don't know what your foot look, your shoulder, we don't know what that looks like. So, but I still think Cam, as long as Cam is Cam, the job is his.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's a great fit for the reasons y'all mentioned. The Patriots are the most adaptive team we've seen over the last 20 years. So, they've kind of set themselves up since Brady left to be a running team with or without Cam. So now that they have Cam, it's just another dimension for them to add to that running game. They still have Sony Michel, James White. What's the white dude's name?
Buckhead.
Burkhead. Yeah.
And they drafted Damian Williams a year ago.
Damian Williams last year. So they set themselves up, and the receiver core is not, it's not no superstars like usual, but again, about no worse than what Cam's right.
No, right. Jules is his best receiver since Steve.
Right. So they drafted 2 tight ends in the 3rd round who are more known for their blocking. So they're going to play off that running game and Cam's ability to to master the zone read and all that and
right.
So we're right back where we started from. The Patriots are in the mix.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't be surprised, Jay. I wouldn't be surprised if they go out and do the deal back with the Tampa Bay, because they really gave Tampa Bay one with the Rob Gronkowski deal, because they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So because they didn't want the other tight end, because I guess they was asking for a little more, but they might go back and do the 3rd round pick and bring in what's the kid's name from Alabama? OJ
Howard.
So I mean, it's possible, you know.
So we'll see. Well, hopefully we'll see. We just finished talking about COVID. But the NFL is moving on like things are going to happen. They did cancel the Hall of Fame game and push the enshrinements back to next year. So, time is no longer on the NFL side. That was the beauty of the NFL situation, was they could kind of let things play out over the offseason, and now it's no longer the case. So we'll see if we'll see.
Right.
I mean, honestly, that's the case for all of the sports.
Right.
I mean, I appreciate that they are proceeding with a sense of, these things are going to happen, but it seems like every day I'm hearing cases where players are getting, testing positive. And I think, the more that happens, what's going to happen is it's going to, like, more and more players in these sports are going to be like, I don't know. I don't know. So that's why I'm hoping, because I want to see sports. But you already see the Ivy League has canceled their football season,
right?
Or maybe postponing it. So I just think, it's great that we are proceeding like this is going to happen and hoping for the best. But I don't know.
Right.
Unless they get into a bubble.
That's the only way I see it.
Yeah.
That's the only way I see it, Al. And like, they pay the guys a significant amount of money, so they can really truly, encapsulize it. They can make it a bubble. However, putting fans in the game and things like that just can't be done.
Right.
It just can't be done. Even if social distance and whatever, every other seat, every third, you can't do it, because that's still 15,000 people into the stadium going to buy beer, eating hot dogs. You probably have 1,500 fans there that's asymptomatic. So now they done spread it. So now you have 4,000 people leaving with the coronavirus. So the fans, it has to be a tight knit bubble. That's the only way it can be done.
Right.
Got to bubble it.
Yeah, and I guess the only thing the NFL has going for it over the NBA is, of course, it's more difficult to contract it outside, and most games are played outside in the NFL. But what do you do about the teams that are playing in a dome? Those games are like literally inside a big building. So.
I mean, they might have to say, like, we don't play games and and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the amount of money that they're making, to me, would be, it's worth investing in whatever protocols are necessary. Like, if we have to say, all right, all NFL players, we're going to control your movement for the next 4 months. But you'll be able to make $15 million though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you still gonna make your money, or we even give you some more money, whatever it takes. But I would make it happen. These leagues make too much revenue to just not try to keep people isolated.
Right. And if there's one thing we know about the NFL, they're gonna try it their way.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. So moving on to the NBA. Again, we talked about the NBA last week, and we mentioned the bubble, and that's what they're doing. But now there's some kind of doubt there because Florida's numbers are spiking. And so, we'll see if we'll see. We don't know yet. But like last week, what we do want to touch on, we're going to go through our franchise GOATs. Last week, we went through the Atlantic Division, and we're going to touch the Central Division this week. Central Division is comprised of the Bulls, the Cavs, the Pistons, the Pacers, and the Bucks. So I just want to get y'all's franchise GOATs, the GOAT of each franchise in the Central Division. The Chicago Bulls, Thomas Stevens. This should be interesting.
Guys, like my mic just went out. My headphone. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably might have been best that your mic stayed out because this is a waste of time. The Chicago Bulls. Who's
Jeffrey.
the GOAT of the Bulls?
I'll go with Jeffrey.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan? Yeah. Makes sense. I've heard of him before. Al, do you concur?
I mean, I guess I was gonna go with D Rose, but
Okay.
but maybe Pooh convinced me that it should be D Rose. Maybe it should be Orlando Woolridge. No, it can't be him either.
Right.
Nah, it's simple, man. It's Michael Jordan. Like honestly, this is a pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward for most of these. So, Michael Jordan.
Okay. Yeah, Michael Jordan. I ain't even gonna say nothing else. Cleveland Cavaliers. Al, who's the GOAT of Cleveland?
Again, it's Bron. I could say Mark Price, but
No, you couldn't.
I couldn't. So, it's Bron, LeBron James.
Word. Pooh, Cleveland.
I'm gonna go with LBJ as well.
No doubt, yeah. Bron for the sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit, Thomas Stevens. Who's the GOAT of the Detroit Pistons?
I'm gonna go just when you say Detroit, just the first face I see is Isaiah Thomas.
All right. Yeah, these are turning out pretty easy. Al, Detroit.
Yeah, got to be Isaiah.
Yeah, I got to go Zeke too. Indiana Pacers. Al? Who we got?
Now, they've had, you got the Paul George, Mark Jackson. You could have Rick Spitz.
The Duncan Dutchman.
They've had some players, but to me,
Detlef?
Reggie Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, Detlef. Reggie Miller.
All right, yeah. Pooh? Who you got?
Give me 31, man.
Yeah. I'm going to String Bang Assassin too. Yeah. The Milwaukee Bucks, Pooh. Who you got for Milwaukee?
And I thought about Ray. Ray was he was phenomenal with him, years. Then I was like, man, the Greek Freak, has he surpassed him with the so I was going with the Zeke Freak, but I don't think the Freak has surpassed Lou Alcindor.
Okay. All right. Al, who you going with for the Bucks?
Yeah, they've had this year good players. But not that you got Ray Allen, definitely the Greek Freak, Glenn Robinson. Oh man, there's another kid from the '80s that was just kind of carried the Bucks. I can't think of his. Sidney Moncrief.
Yeah,
Moncrief was a beast.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Lou Alcindor, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna go with Lou Alcindor as well. It's kind of torn between him and Oscar Robertson.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Big O.
Yeah, I thought about the O, but then I looked at it. They said he was only there for 4 years.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Kareem.
Yeah. So
he
that was
left
clean
with the
sweep.
Lakers?
Huh?
Yeah.
He left there and went to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Kareem did, but no,
Kareem.
he finished that was the last 4 years of his career, Oscar.
The big goal.
He was on the way out the league.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming from the
Yeah.
ABA.
Yep. Came there and won a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, so that was a clean sweep. We got unanimous for every team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that would those are pretty easy.
Yeah.
All
Which
right.
is because we talking about in each of these instances, some of the best players that ever played the game. So
Right.
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 it's
Someone out of that division. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even think about it like that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I didn't think about that. It's tough.
True.
Well,
Well,
who else could it have been? Detroit. I guess you could look at Dumars.
I like Rip. I like Rip.
I was about to say, okay,
Chauncey.
Richard Hamilton,
Yeah,
Chauncey,
I like
Ben
another one.
Wallace.
So,
Okay,
yeah, I
Ben
like
Wallace. All right,
What
all right.
did he win?
People,
Did he win 3 Defensive Players of the Year? 2?
Yeah, 3.
3?
Yeah.
That's Ben Wallace. That's crazy.
oh yeah, he was a monster.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at that '80s team, if Isaiah was the best player on that squad, like Cameron,
Mm-hmm.
it's not Lane Beer, so yeah, those are all pretty easy.
Yeah, man. Isaiah was. I think he gets overlooked in terms of what he accomplished, his greatness, his size, like just for doing what he did and being a small guard. I definitely think he gets forgotten in the era where he was kind of in between the Larry and Magic and then Michael era.
Right.
I think he gets kind of like Dr. J in many instances because great player if you saw him and if you really looked at what he accomplished, but he probably gets overlooked because of really the people that he played with in the league at that time.
Absolutely.
So Zeke or AI?
Zeke or AI? I gotta go, man. I have to go Zeke, man.
I'll take Zeke too.
Really just, I mean, Isaiah was still a point guard. He was a scoring point guard. But he was a point guard. Like AI was such a scorer. They actually moved him to 2.
It's a 2. Right. Agreed. Yeah.
So, he just and which was beneficial, to him and the team.
Right.
He just wasn't a point guard.
So he's the best little man, 6 foot and under, Zeke, over AI.
6 foot and under?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Zeke.
Okay.
I'll take him too.
Okay. I just remember seeing it had tiers, and it had Zeke like on tier 4, Tim Duncan on tier 3, as like top players of all time. And I was like, these people bugging. Whoever made this is bugging. With Zeke on the 4th tier and Tim Duncan on the 3rd tier. And I was like, who made this crap?
Sometimes people get too creative.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
But yeah, man. And just a heads up to everybody out here, in case y'all haven't figured this out. This is going to be a really short show. So with that being said, it's time for trivia already.
Oh man, let's get it, man.
Right.
This is a world record. This is the world record show.
Right.
Let's get it.
Sometimes it's good just to check in and check out.
Yes,
No doubt.
sir.
So what we are going to do with those 5 teams that we just named, the Bulls, the Cavs, the Pistons, the Pacers, and the Bucks, I have I'm going to each team has 4 categories. I want you to pick a team and give me. You can choose all-time points leaders, all-time rebounds leaders, assists, or blocks.
Okay.
Yeah. All points are equal. So each answer counts as 1 point. You pick the team and you give me the category. See if you can name the player.
And it's points, rebounds, assists,
and blocks.
and blocks. Okay.
It's a lot.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see. Al, you hosted last week. I beat Pooh, so Al, you go first.
Let's see.
It's up to.
For points, Chicago Bulls.
Oh, Al, that's whack.
No, it ain't. That's strategy, bro. I'll take Michael Jordan.
I think you might be owning something with that one. Let me grab it. Yeah, all right, 1 point for Al. All right, and Pooh, where we going?
Man, let me try Detroit Pistons for. I'm gonna jump out there, man. I'm gonna say blocks, and I'm gonna say Ben Wallace.
Let me check here.
I hope so. Uh-oh, it's taking a long time.
Yeah, right. That's usually not a good sign.
That's not good, right? It's got to be Ben Wallace.
Pistons all time in blocks.
Carter.
Yes, it
Mom
is Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
Had me worried there for a second.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
All right, Al, where we going?
For points for Cleveland, I'll go LeBron.
And you are correct.
Oof. Okay.
All right, Pooh.
Let me go Steals. Let me go Pippen to the Bulls.
That's correct.
Is that legit? Was he?
I'm checking now. Let's see.
He's checking. Okay, gotcha. Oh, should be don't count though.
Steals.
Should be ain't good enough.
Oh, incorrect.
Oh, see what I'm saying?
Michael Jordan is the all-time steals leader for the Chicago Bulls.
Wow.
Mike, the all-time steals leader?
Yeah, Mike has 2,306. Scotty has a distant second, 1,792.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a player of the year. There it is.
All right.
For points for the Bucks, let me go with Lou Alcindor. Let me go with Kareem.
Let's see. I'm sure. And it is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yep.
Okay.
Let's go
Second
Detroit.
is Glenn Robinson. Didn't even know that.
Oh, wow. Let me go with the let me try the Detroit. I gotta try it. It gotta be Zeke. Let me try Zeke.
In points.
Yeah, points.
All right. Pistons. All-time scorers, you have. Yep, Isaiah Thomas. You are correct.
All
right.
And that was for which one? That was for
points.
For points for Pistons.
Yeah.
Let me try assists with Detroit. Let me go with Isaiah Thomas for assists.
All right. And that is correct. Ooh. More than doubles the second place, Joe Dumars.
Wow. Well, he was a point guard, though.
Right.
That's what he did.
True.
Let me go. Let me try this. Man. Let me try Michael assist Bulls. It's either Michael or Scotty, one of them, but I'm saying Michael.
Let's see. It is. Mike is the all-time assist leader for the Chicago Bulls.
Wow. What's left with points?
Points you have the Indiana Pacers. That's it.
I'll take the Pacers points and go with Reggie Miller.
All right, let's see. It is. Yep, Reggie Miller.
All right.
Wow. More than double the second place, Rick Smits.
Mm.
All right, Pooh, where we go?
Let me try blocks for the Bulls. Let me say Michael Jordan. Let's see. Scotty.
You going Scotty?
No, I'm going Mike. I'm going Mike.
Okay.
What you saying here? What you saying?
They're both incorrect. All-time blocks leader for the Bulls is Artis Gilmore.
Gilmore.
Wow.
Mike is second, though.
Mike is second?
Mm-hmm.
How close?
Gilmore's got 1,029. Mike's got 828.
Okay.
Joakim Noah's third.
Mm.
Scotty's fourth.
Sticky. Okay.
All right. Okay. All right, Al. Your opportunity to pull away a little bit.
For assists with the Pacers, I'm going Reggie Miller.
Let's see.
Can be.
Oh, correct. Reggie Miller
Wow.
edges out Vern Fleming by 103 assists.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Right.
What do we have left?
Let's look at your list here. For the Bulls, you have nothing.
Wow, nothing.
Oh, no, you got rebounds for the Bulls.
Okay.
For the Cavaliers, you have rebounds, assists, and blocks. For the Pistons, we have rebounds and blocks. For the Pacers, we have rebounds and blocks. And for the Bucks, we have rebounds, assists, and blocks.
Oh, so no steals. Why he get steals? Didn't you get steals?
Who, me?
Yeah. You didn't get the steals leader? No, maybe I forgot. Maybe I didn't hear that right.
I don't know.
No, he did.
Okay.
Oh, assist.
Assist.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now you
My turn.
Now you want to take stuff from me? No, it's
I'm trying to take your point.
Now you want to take stuff from me?
Running a game of 3-card Monty, son.
Right.
Pay attention.
So if Lou Alcindor leads the Bucks in points, he has to lead the Bucks in blocks.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So,
Daddy,
yeah.
Bucks all-time
I
blocks
know
leader
what my own video.
is. Ooh, that's incorrect.
What?
The Bucks all-time blocks leader is interesting. Harvey Catchings, father of Tamika Catchings.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Kareem's like eighth.
Wow.
Giannis is number 2. Andrew Bogut is 3.
Andrew Bogut.
Wow. Okay. All right, Al.
Let me go rebounds for the Pistons and try Dennis Rodman.
Pistons all-time rebounder. Ooh. Bill Laimbeer.
Wow.
Yeah. Rodman is 5th behind Laimbeer, Andre Drummond, Bob Lanier, and Ben Wallace.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right,
Okay.
Pooh.
See where we are. Let's see. Bucks with assists, yo. I have no clue. Let's see. My bad, Jay, to have you do this. He just did it. 2 things. What's left?
Huh?
What's left? What's left?
Oh, good. We have rebounds for the Bulls. For the Cavaliers, we have rebounds, assists, and blocks. For the Pistons, we have blocks. For the Pacers, we have rebounds and blocks. And for the Bucks, we have assists and blocks.
Let me
No,
try
I'm sorry.
to
For the Pacers, for the Bucks, we just have assists. I'm sorry.
Let me try the Cavs, assists, everything in me want to say Bron, but I'm going to say Mark Price.
Let's see. All right. Cavs all time and assists. Oh, should have stuck with your guns. It's LeBron by over 2,000 assists.
Really?
More than Mark Price. Yeah.
Okay. Let me miss the triple double if he's leading in points and assists. Let me try rebounds with Cleveland and go LeBron.
That is correct. LeBron is number 1 in rebounds for the Cavs.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got 6,190. Zydrunas Ilgauskas has 5,904.
So what's left with them? The steals?
There's no steals. He's got blocks.
Blocks. Cavaliers. Bron can't be. Blocks.
5.
Let me try.
4.
What the heck? Let me get blocks. Matt Doherty.
Brad Doherty would be the name you looking
for. Brad Doherty.
But,
my bad.
Brad like 10th. Zydrunas
damn.
Ilgauskas.
Oh, you just. Yeah, I forgot Z played there. You just named Z.
Yeah. Bron is 4th on the list. Huh? All right, Al.
So Cleveland is wiped out, right? No Cleveland left.
Wiped out. Yeah.
Pistons, you still got blocks?
Pistons still got blocks.
Let me try Ben Wallace.
No. Pistons don't have blocks. That was my first one.
Oh. Well, we have to check the tape on that one.
Yeah. That was my first point. Ben Wallace.
Check. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
So anything left with Pistons, or that's a wrap?
That's a wrap for the Pistons.
Okay.
So
what's left with the Bucks?
The Bucks, we got blocks. Nope, don't have. Damn, I just said that. Don't have blocks. Assists and rebounds for the Bucks.
I don't know any point guard, any assist dude with the Bucks. You said assist and blocks with the Bucks.
I think assist and I think it's just I might have missed.
It's not blocks because I guess Lou, and it wasn't Lou. It was coming. I mean, Tamika Catchings that.
I'm trying to see if we did rebounds on them.
Tell me the answer, and I'll let you know if we did or not.
Oh yeah, we did. So it's just assists for the Bucks.
We said his name earlier, but he was a scorer. But I'll throw his name out there anyway. But Sidney Moncrief.
Sidney Moncrief is 2nd. All-time assist leader for the Bucks, Paul Pressey. Another 80s great.
Yeah, played with Moncrief.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Pooh. Let's see.
That was it, isn't it?
You have for the Pacers, you still have rebounds and blocks.
Okay.
And that's it.
Let me get Pacers, rebounds. Let me get the Duncan Dutchman.
Let's see.
What are you trying to do? Gonna hurt your toe.
Pacers rebounds. You have.
Leave that alone for your toe.
That is incorrect. Wow.
Look out.
This is Brown. The all-time rebounds leader for the Indiana Pacers, Dale Davis, Al's best friend.
I knew it was one.
Oh, word. Shout out to Dale Davis.
Shout out
Nicest
to
guy I've
Dale
ever met in my life.
All right. Rick Smits is number 2. But by almost 1,000 rebounds, Dale Davis leads the Pacers. All right.
Wow.
Al, and just for shits and giggles.
Cool, give me that ketchup.
For blocks for the Pacers,
Yeah.
just for shits and giggles, then I'll throw Mark Jackson and name out one of my favorite players of all time.
Oh, he just edging out Mark Jackson is Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh, okay.
J.O.?
Okay.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about J.O.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
So, yeah, good shit. So, Al with the W, 8-4, final score.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. So, good work, man.
Yes,
Brought
sir.
up some names I ain't heard in a long time.
Yeah, true indeed.
All right. Well, cool, man. So, with that being said, man, congrats. What you got for me? We should final parting shot.
Just it's a pleasure to do these shows, whether they are extended or brief. Either way, they bring good energy into my life, and I enjoy them every time. So, shout out to our listeners, shout out to the co-hosts, shout out to Defy Life Network, because we bring it show to show to show to show to show. So, on that note, I enjoyed it, and I will definitely see y'all next week.
Damn right. All right. Thomas Stevens, what you got for me? What's your parting shot?
Man, I don't have much. I don't have, I just want to say respect the COVID, man. Respect it. Respect it. Respect it, and respect it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been great. Show been great with y'all guys. Appreciate it. Defy Life.
Damn right. I got nothing crazy, man. Just looking forward to this weekend. Get to rock the grill and assist my cousin Al and whatever he needs done this weekend. So, but I say that to say, I want to give a shout out to my pops, man. He is finally hanging it up. Even the greatest had to retire at some point. Father Time is still undefeated.
Still undefeated.
My pops called me last week. It was like, Jay, I've been trying to jump in this ring, and I keep getting my ass whooped. I'm too old for this shit. I'm hanging it up. So I got these 2 grills out here. If you want them, you can have them. If not, just let me know. I said, well, I'll take the meat wagon. I know there's other folks that want the rotating one, new one. I ain't gonna have you hold up both of them waiting on me. So he was like, well, I'm gonna out for the Al first. I said, that's the one I want to have it. So he called me. I said, Al's excited.
What?
Right?
What?
So yeah, I say that to say, man, it's so again, shout out to my pops, man. One of the best pit masters I've ever known.
True indeed.
But again, even the greatest have to hang it up at sometimes. But this is a tribute to family traditions and passing shit down, man.
Yes.
There are legacies and families, and it's great to see legacies passed down within ours. And between it's a legacy that my father kind of started with us, and getting us involved and teaching us even when we didn't know that we were being taught. And next thing you know, I knew how to cook on the grill. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know I could do that. So from a lot of successful holidays to a lot of fucking up trying shit, and that's what cooking and especially barbecue is all about. So shout out to my pops, man. Passing down that legacy, passing down the legacy of not only cooking but grill making and pit mastering and patience and all that shit, man. So and shout out to our generation, to me and Al and Todd and Wayne and all of us, man, for picking that up and carrying the torch and passing it on to to the next generation. So Lincoln, AB, TJ, it's on y'all, man. No.
Right. Take notes. Take notes.
So
Lil Wayne. And
right.
definitely appreciate the generosity. Appreciate your dad. Definitely is an amazing gift. And I don't, mine is the newer one, but possessing the meat wagon is possessing like the crown jewel of pits, smokers. You know what I mean? Like that's where it all started 20 something years ago. So, he had one of these smoking grills before I knew anybody else who had one. Your father, and started the trend of people getting them and seeing the use of them and having fun with them and tailgating and all of that. So, as you see us do it, know that Uncle Tommy is where that started, and for him to pass it down, is an amazing act of generosity. For you to then, take the meat wagon and leave the other one for me is another great act of generosity, and it's just family love and looking forward to having more fun with it. So,
yeah, man. Yeah. So, with that being said, Pooh, I don't know if you're busy this weekend, but I'll call you when we get there, and we'll see.
No doubt.
But
Saturday, sir.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, looking forward to it. So again, I'll be there Saturday morning, and I'll be your sous chef.
Let's get it in.
No doubt. Well, cool, man. It's been fun. Like Al mentioned, like we all know, this is a record. It's our shortest show ever. So with that being said, let's get the hell out of here and go home, man. Y'all get the hell out of here. It's been a great show. Fun as always. Highlight of my week again, whether it's short or if it's extended. Shout out to the Defy Life family. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there.
Please.
Between COVID and the cops. Be safe. So this has been episode 163 of the Defy Life Podcast. I'm J.R. Glimpf. We'll talk to y'all next week. Until then, Defy Life.
Defy Life.
Defy Life.
We're told that greatness is exceptional when it should be expected. You choose every day to live your life intentionally, without apology for how bright your light may shine. So go be great. Go be brilliant. Go be you. Go defy life. The Defy Life movement is one that speaks to each of us in its own way. Defy Life gear speaks to us all by reminding us that one size does not fit all. Visit defylifegear.com to get fitted for greatness.